Life Coach Brandy here. How are you doing today? This is about episode 5. Episode 5 is on self-sabotage. What I need you to do, if you're interested, is go to wherever you're, where you listen to your podcasts and cruise over to listen to episode 5. It was released today. So this is about breaking free from what blocks you have. Okay. And it blocks you like you can't move. It's called self-sabotage. Sometimes the only thing standing between us and our purpose is us.
That's true. Self-sabotage shows up as fear, procrastination, or doubt.
But freedom starts with awareness. You can't change what you can't or won't confront. The affirmation for this episode is, I release habits that hold me back. I choose healing and forward motion. So your call to action is to journal one self-sabotaging pattern and replace it with a faith-based action. Thank you. Go listen to our episode. Bye-bye. Hi. Welcome to You Have a Dream Living with Purpose. I'm your host, Life Coach Brandy.
I'm your co-host, Victoria. Thanks for joining.
So this episode is about self-sabotage. It's breaking free from what blocks you. So today's conversation might stretch us a little, but that's where growth lives.
Mom, this one hits close to home. We're talking about something many of us struggle with, which is self-sabotage.
Yeah, sometimes the biggest battle isn't what's around us. It's within us. Self-sabotage shows us when fear convinces us we're safer just staying stuck in a rut without stepping forward. We're just stuck in this rut.
That's real, but today we're learning how to recognize it, root it out, and replace it with a faith-filled action.
So self-sabotage wears many, many masks. Procrastination, perfectionism, people-pleasing, even overthinking. It's anything that quietly tells you, don't try it. It's safer to fail first. So I have issues with being a perfectionist. I do have issues with that. And people-pleasing, yeah, that's me.
Me too.
I'm a people pleaser. Even overthinking. I sometimes so overthink stuff that I'm just like, it's chaos. It just really is.
I overthink all the time, and it's...
So we need to learn how to not do these things because, if we don't try, really, if you don't try, then you're not even taking the attempt to fail. Right?
Yeah.
So if you don't try it, then you're not even attempting to fail. And what happens when we fail? We learn from our mistakes, right?
Yes.
So if you don't try, then you're not going to even see if you fail. You can't even see if you succeed.
Whew, that line hurts because it's true. Sometimes we block blessings because we're scared of disappointment.
Right. So we often create detours so that we can see, I knew it wouldn't work. But if you don't even try, then how do you know it wouldn't work? Instead of risking the success. But God didn't design you for just sitting still and delaying yourself, right? He designed you for development. He designed you to grow as you learn from your mistakes. And you learn just living life. It's not even always from mistakes. You learn as you live life, as you progress. So in Romans 12:2, Paul says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's where it begins. The mind. If the enemy can't destroy your destiny, he'll distract you. They'll distract your discipline, right?
Yeah.
If your enemy is trying to destroy you and you yourself are your enemy because you're saying, I can't instead of I wonder, or if you're saying, I'll just wait till next week. You know, like the delay is what's distracting you as well. But you have to have discipline.
So the first battlefield of self-sabotage is our thoughts.
Exactly. Thoughts become words. Words become actions. And actions, or lack of action, shapes the outcome.
Right.
So when your thoughts say, I'm not enough, you're already rehearsing defeat. So, but as we've learned in the previous episodes, you are enough. God made you wonderfully and specially, and He designed you. So you are enough. But when you speak, I am equipped, you're prophesying victory.
Very true. That's so powerful because awareness is freedom's first door.
Yes. And here's the truth. God can heal what you're honest about. You can't conquer what you won't confront. If you let it sit there and not confront your self-doubt, your self-sabotage, then you're just going to stay stuck in your rut. And I hate that.
It's a horrible place to be sometimes.
Right. Because you're just stuck in a rut. But if you, talk or even pray, talk to God, pray over it, write it down. What are you doing to self-sabotage you? So let's go into some coaching a little bit. So let's get practical with 3 ways to stop sabotaging your own success. Step 1, name it. Write down the behavior that's keeping you stuck. Maybe it's overthinking, or maybe it's self-doubt. Once you name it, you take its power, right? So, like, I do the overthinking, or I do the people-pleasing. But if you write it down and you're stuck because you're listening to yourself sabotage yourself, then you're not taking the action. And like I've said before, God loves just little motions. So if you write it down, you're going to start overcoming that self-sabotage. You're going to name it and then replace it. We're going to, every time that behavior shows up, choose the opposite. So like, if you're a procrastinator, take a 5-minute action. Say, I'll do it later. But if you just do that one step and do something in a 5-minute action, then you're moving. There's motion there. If you speak negatively, counter it with script. So I've told you about the YouVersion app, and you can always search for what you're struggling with. And then just listen to those verses to help you overcome that sabotage. So in Timothy 2, verse 1, no? Yeah, verse 1. No?
Chapter 1, verse 7.
Chapter 1, verse...
Sorry.
Brain escaped me. So we're told, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So listen to that again. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So the next thing you're going to do, step 3, is we're going to reward our progress. You don't wait till the finish line, right? you do it in little celebrations.
Yeah.
Let's not wait for the finish line. We're going to celebrate. Every small obedient step is a victory, right? So every little step, you're moving towards your life purpose, and it's one little victory. And we're going to celebrate a lot of victories together.
That's good, because sometimes we punish ourselves for not being there yet instead of praising God that we're not where we used to be.
Right. Progress is proof of God's patience and your growth. So when you're procrastinating, when you're overthinking, when you're just self-doubt, saying I can't, remember, instead of I can't, say I wonder. I wonder what step will lead me to the next. Just like I said, like crossing a river, closing your eyes, or, even the ocean. Like Moses parted the ocean, right? He parted the sea. He visioned that because God was telling him he needed to, right? Yeah. So Moses and God together created that opening of the ocean. So we're going to cross an ocean with little steps. So vision yourself, and one little step, one little motion, one little action creates that stepping stone for you.
Very true.
So I want to breathe for a moment, and we're going to take a dream moment. Psalms 37, 23, 24. I just listened to this today because I'm on Psalms. The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in him. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. Even when you trip yourself up, God's hand still holds you.
That scripture reminds me that failure doesn't disqualify us, it develops us.
Right. Because that's like I said, failure is a learning. It's a stepping stool to learn from our mistake. And, if you don't learn from your mistakes, how are you going to grow as a person?
How can you learn from something if you don't make a mistake?
Right. Because think about it. Riding a bike.
You make plenty of mistakes on a bike.
You fall down a lot when you're learning to ride a bike.
Like my son, I just taught one of my sons, he's 6. I just taught him how to ride a bike without training wheels. Ugh. He made so many mistakes. He fell and fell and fell, but then he finally learned from it, and he learned to ride it by himself, and now he just gets it and goes. He's just faster than ever, and he goes, "Look, Mom, I did it all by myself." It's amazing to see something like that where you're like, oh yeah, I know that you're mad that you can't get this bike to go where you want it to, but you have to take the steps for it to
be able to go, because you have to learn to balance yourself on the bike so it stays upright. So that's like life. If we don't learn from trying and trying again, then you fail. That is failure, because you just say, I'm done. No, you're not.
See, because if you just, I'm done, you're never going to get to where you're supposed to be.
Yes.
And that's what God's trying to tell you. Don't give up and say, I'm done, because God is telling you, no, we're not done yet.
Yeah. It's like footsteps in the sand. So footsteps in the sand, sometimes there's only one set of prints. That's when God's carrying you. And that's when you know you had to lean in faith. So self-sabotage says, I messed up, and so I'm done, right? So grace says, I messed up, so I get up. It's just like riding a bike, right? I messed up, I'm going to get up and try again.
That's the difference between
condemnation,
thank you, and conviction. One pushes you down, the other pulls you forward.
Right, and exactly. God uses conviction to correct you, not condemn you. He's giving you the conviction of the dream that you had. And he's asking you to, again, have faith and move with grace and offer grace to yourself and to others. So here's my challenge for you this week. Identify one area where you've been getting in your own way. Write it down, pray over it, and ask God, show me how to move differently. If you're ready for personal support to break through old patterns, schedule a coaching session with me at youhaveadream.livingwithpurpose@gmail.com. Let's rewrite those habits together. Fear over faith. No, faith over fear. I said that backwards.
Remember, awareness is the first step toward healing, and healing is the first step toward purpose.
So let's end today by speaking life over ourselves. I release habits that hold me back. I choose healing over hiding. I walk forward in faith and freedom. Say it until your heart believes it. Say it until you really feel it.
That's beautiful, because when we stop sabotaging ourselves, we make room for God to show us who we really are.
Exactly. Thank you for joining us for this episode of You Have a Dream, Living with Purpose. Next week, we'll talk about a simple act of kindness can change a life. Kindness matters. Until then, keep healing, keep believing, and keep living with purpose. Now, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. Follow us, subscribe, share. Let's get us out to where we are spreading and making our community bigger. Also, don't forget to look at Folds of Honor. It's going to be in the show notes. So, this week is Thanksgiving, so I want you all to have a blessed Thanksgiving. And remember that we need to be thankful and grateful for our life's purpose. And we need to be thankful and grateful for the dreams that God has planted in our hearts.
So please join us next week for our next episode. I just interrupted her. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. So I am thankful for you, thankful for you listening, and have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving, and just enjoy time with the people that mean the most to you. Have a great week.
Thank you.
Bye.